television drama Prison Break. Our first guests play fugitive brothers who were torn apart after one of them tragically died. Well, it's 7 years later, and the shocking truth is about to come out as a series of clues reveal that Michael Schofield may not be dead after all. Take a look. Ooh. Please welcome Wentworth Miller and Dominic Purcell. Obviously, we have a lot of Prison Break fans here in the house. I'm super excited you guys are here. I'm not going to lie. And, you know, fans can't wait to find out what's going on with both of your characters for the last 7 years. But we're excited to hear that you're alive, first of all. Wentworth.
So am I.
When the show premiered in 2005, it was this worldwide phenomenon. And, you know, fans loved the show. They loved the characters. But I understand, Dominic, at one point you ran into a fan who might have taken the plot of the show a little too seriously.
Yeah, she did. I was, the first year I was shopping in a CVS store in downtown Chicago. And this lady was looking at me very intensely. And down the aisle, and I just assumed it was just a fan, but her look was demonic in a way. And I just brushed it off and went to the next aisle, and there she was again. Looking over. I just brushed it off and said, okay, it's just a crazy fan. And I went off and did my thing, and then about 5 minutes later, two police officers came up to me, and they said, "Sir, we'd like to speak to you." And I turned around, and I was like, yeah, what? And then they started laughing at me. The cops started laughing.
Oh, God.
And they turned around and said, "That lady thinks you're an escaped convict."
You know.
Yeah. They brought me over to this lady, and they said to her very kindly, this gentleman is an actor. He's doing a show called Prison Break. And she said no. I've seen him on the billboards around town.
Hopefully they locked her up.
Yes.
Anyway, Wentworth, in the new season, before you had tattoos all over your chest and arms, but now they're on your hands. So what kind, obviously you don't have that in real life. So what kind of challenge does that present?
It's just an extra 45 minutes in the makeup chair every morning.
Yeah.
Welcome to our world.
That's
I feel you.
And that's
I
how
feel
you
you.
feel
it, right?
Tattoos.
I do.
Dominic, we need an update on your health because you got some serious injuries while shooting over the summer. An iron bar fell 15 feet on your head.
Oh, wow.
Split your scalp open in 3 different spots.
Yeah.
Busted your nose in 2 spots. And
3 spots.
3 spots.
Yeah.
And you needed 150 stitches.
That's
Well, you look
you
rebound
well.
well.
That worked for you somehow.
Yeah, the ladies are turned on actually by this.
He's also a 210 fighter.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, it was a scene that required me to run into a prison in Ouarzazate, just outside of Morocco. I was running, and an extra was running this way, and I remember kind of just hitting him, and he hit the fence, and then I kept running, and then there was an explosion on my head. I didn't know what it was. The pain was not pain. It was just this weird, what the hell's going on? As I bent over, blood started to stream, and my stunt guy came up to me, and he had a look of horror on his face, and I said to him, "What's up? What's going on?" And he said, "I can see your skull in 3 places.
Oh, God.
If you look closely, you can see the scars here."
Yeah. Are you done with all your surgeries?
No. And I was saying to Wentworth yesterday, I had this surreal moment where it was kind of amusing, if I can say. I was that in shock. I said, "Wow, this is how it's going to end. I'm going to die in Morocco." Really? And I just took some time, and I stood up after 5 minutes, and I can't use the language I used on the day, but I said, "Get me the out of here to a hospital." And emergency surgery, they re-broke my nose, and 150 stitches. I was lucky the surgeon said to me, I shouldn't be alive. It had a lot to do with my upper body. I grew up in Australia, obviously, and playing rugby and surfing, so it's shrunk up here. And I'm getting a beautiful new nose in May.
All right.
It's still bent, and there's still bone fragments in here and displaced cartilage, but I haven't had a chance to get it fixed because I've been working. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Sacrifice.
So, that's an amazing story.
That's one tough guy.
Okay. I love you right now.
Thank you.
For you to take all of that, I love you. So, when you guys were making the original Prison Break, you spent 14 hours a day, 5 days a week together for 5 years, and now y'all back doing it again. So, Wentworth, okay, y'all brothers on here, but how y'all in real life? How y'all act in real life toward each other? I mean,
In real life,
when his nose got broken,
we
his
have
head.
nothing in common. I could not be more opposite, but somewhere in the course of playing his brother for 4 years, he became my brother. Like it just became true. True. And in Morocco, when Dom had his accident, it was deeply upsetting, of course, because I care about this man very much. But he was back to work twice as fast as the next actor would have been. And that, to me, was inspiring because it's the mark of a professional. It's the mark of a professional and his dedication to the project.
Now I love both of you.
Oh, you loved both of them when they walked out. Now, Wentworth, before Prison Break premiered, you were in a couple music videos, right? You were in Mariah Carey's video for her song "We Belong Together." I think we have some footage of it, and you're stealing her from the altar in the video.
Yeah.
So, what do you remember about doing this?
I remember she had a wedding dress with like a 30-foot-long train, and I had to get her down this flight of stone steps, which was treacherous.
Yes.
And her bodyguard came up to me before the first take, and he said, "You understand, Miss Carey cannot fall. Your job is to get her from point A to point B safely." And then I understood like what was expected of me for the rest of the day. It wasn't about the story, it wasn't about performance, it wasn't about me as an actor. It was just get Miss Carey from point A to point B.
And you did it with a smile. After you crapped your pants, right?
Priority.
Wentworth Miller, Dominic Purcell. Thank you, gentlemen. Prison Break returns Tuesday night at 9 on Fox. We'll be right back.